Sometimes you can try so hard at something. Sometimes you can be so prepared, still fail. And with every time you fail, it's painful. I've often said a man's character is not judged after he celebrates a victory but by what he does when his back is against the wall.
You're fighting for your finances, you're fighting for your faith, your peace, your joy, your marriage. You're in a fight.
You've got to be knocked down and then be willing to continue. You're going to be laughed at and you're going to be ridiculed. You're going to face self-doubt. You're going to be exhausted at times. You're going to face all sorts of challenges if you want to get to your Mount Everest. Everything that happens to you is for your growth. It's the times of suffering that make you great.
So no matter how great the setback, how severe the failure, you never give up.
Your conditions are not always in your control. You don't always get to decide what kind of skies you face. You don't always get to decide what kind of seas you sail on. You don't always get to decide the weather forecast. There are some things that are outside of your control, but your courage is in your control. Come on, you got to keep your courage up. Your bank account might be going down, but keep your courage up. Your grades might have gone down last semester, but if you keep your courage up, you can get your grades back up. Even if everything else goes down, keep up your courage. If you gotta borrow some money, if you gotta take a little while, if you gotta take a time out, just keep going forward and it will happen.
Fight with a focus that's looking beyond what's coming against you and looking toward what is within you, to know that greater is He that is in me than he that is in the world. Come on, you need to remember, this is not your first rodeo, cowboy. This is not the first time you cried. This is not the first time you were short of breath. This is not the first time you didn't see a way clear. This is not the first time you were hurt. This is not the first time your heart was broken. This is not the first time you didn't have enough money. This is not the first diagnosis that came up from behind.
You never give up. You pick yourself up. You brush yourself off. You push forward. You move on. You adapt. You overcome. That is what I believe.
None of us ever get through this life without.
Some days I will get beat up. Some days I will get knocked down, and I will have some bad days. But I will not stop. This isn't punch the clock and go home for the day. Here, there's no such thing as a weekend. This is an everyday gig. Every day is a Monday. And you might not like that. Me, I love it. To me, every day is a beginning. A new day, a new week, a new shot at life. An opportunity to come out of the gate like a man possessed and attack the day without mercy. Today, I'm putting the pressure on. I am the aggressor. I am on the attack.
You don't get this far. You don't get to this point and just stop.
People that succeed quitting when things get hard. Any path you take to get where you want to be, if that place is worthwhile to go, it's going to be hard. Struggle, pain, misery, frustration, those are signs that you are on the right path. Nobody that is where you want to be has gotten there without these struggles, without the pain. And if you want to be something great, you are going to have to learn to accept the struggle as part of the recipe. Every single day you need to look yourself in the mirror and ask yourself, what am I willing to do to get what I want? And if the answer is, whatever the I have to, you'll get there in time.
It's necessary you take responsibility for it, that you make it happen, that you don't give up, that you don't take any objection or disappointment or defeats personally. that you keep on keeping on, that you don't decide that I can't make it because you can't see the light at the end of the tunnel, that you realize that's a part of the program. See, as long as you're breathing, you got a shot at your dream. And here's something you've got to resolve. Not over till I get through. Not over till I get over. Not over till I get what I want. Door can't open today, look out. I'm gonna come back and take the hinges off. That's how you gotta do that. You got to have that kind of courage, that type of determination. If you want to make it happen, it's you. But you've got to take personal responsibility to make it happen. We can point out many things that can make it inconvenient or can slow us down. But ultimately, it's you.
For every time you have a plan, a dream, an aspiration, or a goal, do you know what happens every time you have one of those? This thing comes along called life. Life is hard. It happens to everybody. Life has disappointment. It's got peaks and valleys. You're gonna lose somebody you care about one day. That's a valley. Somebody gonna close the plant you thought was gonna stay open so you can retire. That's a valley. Somebody gonna fire you for an unjust cause. That's a valley. Cause it's life. You can stop thinking that life fitting to be easy, cause I got news for you, it ain't.
And those problems you think you've got right now, when do problems really become problems? My problem becomes a real problem when I lose my perspective. My problem becomes a real problem when I give up and I just say, forget it. Your problem becomes a real problem when you start feeling sorry for yourself and have a pity party. Your problem becomes a real problem when you get bitter and you start blaming everybody else for your unhappiness. That's the real problem.
Guys and gals, don't give up. Man, if you get to the point where you're kind of weary and you're going, I'm facing struggles at every turn, don't give up.
You just need some faith, man. Faith don't make it easy. Faith makes it possible.
Never stop believing. I don't care what your scoreboard in your life says. Just because you're down doesn't mean you gotta stay down. You have more time in your game of life to do something about your life. You are never too down to turn things around. Believe that. But you gotta make up in your mind to stop letting things outside of you control everything inside of you. To stop letting setbacks hold your life back. That you're not gonna stop believing in you because they stop believing in you. You gotta believe in you even when they don't.
You thought for 1 minute that you broke me. You got me twisted. I am not phenomenally skilled, but phenomenally willed. I will not give up. I will not surrender. I will not quit. And your problem is you giving up too easy. I need effort from you. I need you to match whatever effort the enemy is putting up. Whoever your enemy is, match the doggone effort.
Make up in your mind for real, what you gonna do with your life. Because when you make up in your mind that you're gonna win, that you're gonna conquer, that you're not gonna settle, that you're gonna bounce back, can't nothing stop that. Stop allowing the world to silence your greatness and go make the world respect it.
Everyone hits the ground at one point. The question is, who gets back up? Failure is part of success. Someone achieves a title and everyone tries to chase that title. They never get the title. And why? Because they're chasing the title. The title is nothing. There's nothing there. It's not the materials. It's the individual that created the title. You gotta study the character. And when you study the character, you'll see failure everywhere. You'll see some dark hours, man. Where it could have all just fell apart. Why didn't it? The belief of the individual. True as with where he's going. Kept his eyes focused on the horizon. Didn't get carried away with all the ups and downs and the bullshit battles of the daily. It said, are you on a journey of betterment? Moving somewhere in some progressive state? Are you moving or are you sat down and giving in, throwing in the towel? Resting on what you had, not willing to take that risk. The thing is, everyone that's done it and achieved it have failed 1,000,000 times over before they finally got it.
Failure and setbacks people quitting, chargebacks, flunking the exam. That's all gonna happen. Just get ready. You're gonna have false start after false start. Get it going, then you don't. Get it going, then you don't. Don't give in to that stuff. Don't give in to the fears. Don't give in to the setbacks. You're gonna have failure. It's part of the game. And when you get weak, when someone quits, when an appointment cancels, when some Yahoo tells you you shouldn't be doing this, and you're not good enough, or there's something better, whatever they tell you, you remember why you're doing it. You gotta have a permeating attitude that you're gonna win. You gotta have a positive outlook. You gotta be optimistic. You gotta know you're gonna win. Right now, you gotta say, I'm gonna win. I'm gonna win. My life is gonna win. There's gonna be a victorious life here. Because listen to me, the price you pay for losing here is too extreme. You have to carry the burden of failure the rest of your life. The people in life that win play offense, not defense. Stop backing into everything. Stand up. Bow your back a little bit. Start to walk a little different. Start to be that best version of you. You can do it in your quiet way. You can do it the way you do it. But somehow they got to look at you and go, okay, I won't monkey with that one. You're going to have to put up with some rejection. You got to put yourself in an uncomfortable place. Listen to me. Do it. Put yourself in an uncomfortable place. Don't negotiate it. Don't try to navigate it in your head. Negotiation, you will lose. Unrealistic people rule the world. Quit trying to be so daggum realistic. Remember this. Weird, rich, normal, poor. You got to get a little road dog in you. You got to rise up. You got to make your dreams a reality and live a damn masterpiece.